welcome to Advent of Refactoring Day 15. Today we're going to be looking at an alternative way of doing some of the same refactorings we did yesterday, and a way that has some advantages and some disadvantages. It's a bit more limited in what you can do with it, but it's also potentially a lot cleaner. So again, same deal as yesterday. We've got our function here, the original one we started with, post data to API, does all of the stuff, and it's being saved and things here. So again, what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new function here, which will be the async function save collect, and that can take the payload as well. It's being passed in. So what we're going to do in this refactoring here is we're going to be separating out the bits of sort of async stuff from the stuff that's non-async. So the first stuff we've got here is this set saving stuff. All of that we're going to have first of all here, because that's sort of before we start, and then do the stuff, and then at the end we've got that final set is saving false. So put that there. So this is the bit in the middle where we need to call this one. So post data to API. So here we can just say await post data to API payload. So we've just separated out the one bit from the others, this await stuff. And this is a bit where we're actually going to start the refactoring of this then. So if the response is okay, this bit in the middle here, that stuff there and this bit is stuff that isn't really part of post data to API. This is stuff that's like the on success thing. So what we could do here would be return data, grab all of that, pull it out, and put that here after the await. So we can then say const data equals that, and reformat it so it's clean. So posts the data to the API, the success stuff happens there. It's interesting, you can see then all that happens sort of on success. What about on failure? So on failure here is the other place where we then try to get the data and do stuff with the data. So these setting the error message stuff. Well, what we can do is we could throw our own error instead. So the way to do that in JavaScript is we'll just say throw new error data.message. Then we can just pull that out there, and that's what we want to do with our errors, isn't it? Is set that error message. And then here we can also do the same thing with this. So we can again throw new error with our own sort of custom error message there. Here, when we do this post data to API, we can now wrap this in a try catch. So try all of this stuff here, catch error, and then set error message to be the error dot message. I think it's error dot message. You can check the docs if you're unsure. So let's format the document. So we've now got this section here where we post the data to the API. Is only caring about posting data to the API, doesn't care anything at all about the rest of the form, which means if we want to, then we can take this whole function here, post data to API, extract it completely from the component. It doesn't need to be there, doesn't even need to be in the same file. We could throw it off into some other file somewhere. They'd be totally happy keeping this thing much cleaner. The save click then, all it's caring about is the stuff to do with sort of interacting with the rest of the component. And all of the information that it cares about is through this one await, and then using a try catch thing to sort of separate the error condition. So this is more limited than using callbacks, because you only really have those two places then. You've got the sort of on success stuff, which happens if there's no errors, and then on error if there's error conditions. So you can't really inject lots of different pieces into the function, but for a huge number of cases it's actually fine. And just having a single try catch to hold those sections works great. If you wanted to, there are ways where you could use different types of errors to catch different types of things, and in that way sort of fake having callbacks to different things if you wanted to. I suggest against it. But if you've only got two places where you care about stuff, the sort of success case and the error case, then this could be a really useful refactoring to sort of clean up and separate out bits of functionality from others. Thanks for watching.